Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing my November bullet journal spreads. So as always, we're starting off with the quote page, which I decided was going to say, "Life is about balance" by Zig Ziglar. Never heard of this guy before, but because my theme is flamingos, I thought it would only be suitable to have a quote about balancing because they frequently stand on only one leg. So you might be asking why flamingos? And that's because I wanted to use the dark pink zebra mild liner that I have as the main color for this month, and the only reasonable thing that I thought of that was pink other than candy was a flamingo. So I kind of went with it. I like the summery vibes that it gives off, especially because November it starts to get really cold in Canada. So why not throw a little bit of summer warmth in there when, winter is right around the corner, unfortunately. Originally I was gonna do all the flamingos in a different style because when I was Googling reference pictures, there was ones that were like geometric or watercolor, realistic, or just like a simple line art or silhouette, or there was a whole bunch of different ones, but I ended up only doing 2 different kinds, and there's only a different kind on one of the spreads. So the title page is just one big flamingo. The calendar, as you saw, has leaves on one side poking out. I think they're meant to be all tropical styles of leaves, but again, I'm from Canada. We don't have tropical things where I live. And then there's just a little flamingo in the bottom corner. Habit tracker looks basically the same as always, only there's no doodles on this page. Instead, I just added these boxes like in the October spreads from last month, and I colored them in pink eventually. And for the mood tracker, it is a feather because birds. Not a huge fan of how I wrote mood tracker, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter, I guess. For this weekly spread here, week 1 of November, I decided to do a flamingo like drinking out of a pond or like looking at itself in the reflection. I'm not really sure. Anyways, it is standing on both of its legs, but it is in the water, and then it's just surrounded by leaves. Now, I feel at this point I need to address my hair that keeps coming into frame in the bottom corner. If you hadn't noticed it, I'm sorry that I pointed it out for you. I can't keep staring at it and not say something about it. I had just showered before I started filming this video, and I let my hair air dry, which I know is crazy for a lot of people. They don't let their hair air dry, but I do because I think it gives me a little bit more volume. But it clearly looks like an absolute rat's nest here, and I'm a little embarrassed. It does not usually look that gross. It was clean, I promise. It was just not brushed because I was air drying it. So anyways, I also rarely get my head in frame, so different for that. Anyways, as you saw, the week 2 spread was just 2 flamingos in the middle, very similar to other spreads that I've done before. Now week 3 here, I haven't done this spread in a really long time, but instead of regular flamingos, I decided to lawn flamingos. I have always liked lawn flamingos. I think they're really cool. I convinced my boyfriend that we should get a lawn flamingo, and then we can dress it up for like the different holidays. I think that would be fantastic, except like it snows a lot here, so it would probably just get buried in snow. Anyways, the final spread of the month, I also have not done this spread in a while, but I decided to make the little dividers between events and to-do list tasks flamingos in different little poses, and then the extra blank space at the top, I decided to add those tropical plants in. So I'm really happy with the way that most of these layouts looked, in particular from week 1 and of course week 4 here. Those are my favorites. Oh, and the calendar spread. I think the calendar spread is actually my #1 favorite spread that I've done for this entire month. I just love the way that it turned out with like the leaves poking out from behind the calendar boxes. And then I think it looked really cool to have the flamingo like standing down in the water there. And of course, pink and green, they look really good together. So I'm glad that the colors complemented and I was able to find shades of my markers that ended up looking nice together. There's one of the green colors that's a little bit more brown than the others. Not a huge fan of that green color, but I did need an additional color. So had to make some compromises, but that's why I chose to do the small leaved leaf in that brown color, because I didn't want to have it be like something super catchy and really in your face, because then you would notice it more. And then I had 3 different pink colors that are almost the same, which I feel like is kind of a crime Like, look at how similar these two markers are. They're from the same company, from the same box of markers, but they're so similar. Like, that shouldn't be allowed, but I guess it makes for easy blending or something. Anyways, I chose 4 different green colors, and I thought that I had them all planned out and picked when I was doing the leaves on the calendar page. And then the next time I was drawing leaves, I messed it up. So I accidentally switched this color that I'm using here now with the really dark one that I used for that skinny leafed one at the top. Yeah, I accidentally flipped them, and it makes it look a little funky on the spread, but I end up switching it back for the other ones. The marker lids were incredibly similar, and I didn't have them really separated out in a way that I guess made sense. Like, I just had the 4 of them next to each other. So as you can see here, I am now putting the wrong color down on those leaves, but you know, I'm not going to change it now. Like, that's kind of a lot of work to do that. So no thank you. This one random, I guess, there's 2 of them. Will just have to be not the right color. But oh well, I guess. As you see, I started with the color this time so that I wouldn't mess it up a second time, and it makes it look so much better to have the really dark color as that skinny leaf and the medium color as those kind of medium-sized leaves, I guess. So here is the final flip through. I am really happy with the way this turned out, in particular because I hate the color pink, but I thought that this worked really well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Monday afternoon, 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I will see you all next week.